Hey everybody. So, I wanted to talk to you real quick about synthesizing sources. So, when you're synthesizing sources, what you're literally doing is taking source A, source B, and however many sources you have, and combining them together to create a cohesive message. Whenever you do any sort of research paper, that's what you're doing. You're synthesizing sources. So, I'm going to use the example that I've been using this entire time. And let's say that I'm talking about um, the role of women in Shakespeare's Hamlet. So when I synthesize sources, what I'm doing is I have source A, source B, and source C. So I'm looking at what is source A saying about that topic. And then I look at source B. What is source B saying about that topic? So that's me gathering information. To synthesize, what I'm actually doing is I'm saying, what does source A say about this topic, and how is that similar or different than what source B says about the topic? And then I throw in source C. So, what does source C say about the topic, and how is that similar or different than what source A, B also say? And so putting those together, I then throw in my own voice and I say, here's what I say about the role of women in Shakespeare's Hamlet. Here's what source A says about that. Here's how I disagree or agree with that. Here's what source B says about that. Here's how that agrees or disagrees with me and with source A. And then you just kind of build from there, however many sources you have. So that's what your research paper is going to do. That's what your annotated bibliography is helping you to discover as you're doing a deep dive into your sources. Today and tomorrow, we're going to be working on an activity of synthesizing sources. So I've given you a bunch of different sources and I've given you a topic. Your job is to come up with your own opinion about that topic and then use the sources that I've given you to basically agree or disagree with what you think about the topic and use them to back up or support what you think. That's a synthesis. So I'm going to give you several days to work on this, and then the rest of this week, I'm going to give you time to work on your annotated bibliographies.